I think it's really good angle, by the way. But I'm sorry. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to a Quiet Afternoon series, and today's fifth episode about a Quiet Afternoon series. And what the purpose of this? The purpose is actually just make sure I can read, I can speak, and I can build my confidence in front of the camera. I will read about uh, a book. It's called Force in Ambush by Charles King, and the book I got from the a library, yeah, ebook, right? And this book is kind of like the classical book that I know from 1893. Okay, the first is from the chapter 1, or maybe I will read the chapter 2. Yeah, because the chapter 1 is I think it's really quite confusing at the moment, but I will sure that I can enjoy. But I know the difficult thing to learn is about to enjoy every single words and to know the meaning. But okay, chapter 2 of the Foes in Ambush by Charles King. Late that night, with jaded steed, a little troop of cavalry was pushing westward across the desert. The young May moon was sinking to rest, its pure pallid light shining faintly in contrast with the ruddy glow of distant beacon in the mountains beneath. Ever since nightfall of the rock butters at the pass had been reflecting the lurid glare of the leaping flame as, time and again, unseen but busy hands heaped on fresh fuel and sent the sparks whirling in fiery eddies to the sky, languid and depressed after a long day's battling with the fierce white sunshine. Horse and man would gladly have spent the early hours of night dozing at their rude bivouac in the Cristobal, ever since 9 in the morning after a long night march. They had soaked such shade as the burning rocks might afford, scooping up the tepid water from the natural tank at the bottom of the canyon and thanking Providence it was not alkali. The lieutenant commanding, a tall, wiry, keen-faced young fellow, had made the round of his town uh, I'm sorry, of his camp at sunset, carefully picking up and scrutinizing the feet of his horses and sending the farrier to tack on here and there starting shoes. Gaunt and sunburned were his short couple of California chargers, as were their thought-looking riders. Fetlock and beard were uniformly ranged. Shoes of leather and shoes of iron showed equal wear. A bronze-faced sergeant, silently following his young chief, watched him with inquiring eye and waited for the decision that was to condemn the command to another night march across the desert, or demand them to rest until an hour or so before the dawn. Yeah. How far did you say it was to California? How far did you say it was to Cedar Falls, Sergeant? How about 22 miles west? And to Marinas? About 15, sir, of here. And the sergeant pointed out across the plain, lying like a dun-colored blanket far toward the southern horizon. We can be barley and water at both? Plenty, sir. The men would rather wait here, I suppose, until 2 or 3 o'clock? Very much, sir. They weren't been able to rest at all today. I've fed out the last of the barley, though. The lieutenant reflected a moment, pensively studying the legs of the trumpeter's horse. Is there any chance of Moreno's people not having heard about the Apaches in the Cristobal? Hardly, sir. They are nearer the Tuscan road than we are. The stage must have gone through this morning early. It's nothing new anyhow. I never known the time when the Indians were not in the neighborhood of that range. Moreno too is an old hand, sir. Okay, last line of this video, and yeah, this is really a tough read because I had a lot of different, and I found a lot of difficult words, and maybe I can discover soon what its meaning and how to suppose what is called, like, to know what the meaning of from that word to this word, and to combine each other, what the meaning of that. Yeah, I think that's it, and thank you for watching, and thank you for listening, and bye.